Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is the case of McBirth Terrell versus Jackson.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Mr. Hughes, you say you're stuck between your mother and your ex-girlfriend who are in a heated dispute in court today. Ms. McBirth, you petitioned the court for a DNA test to prove your son, Kakitho Hughes, is not the father of Ms. Jackson's 2-year-old son, Elijah Jackson. Furthermore, you're suing Ms. Jackson for $1,000 for defamation of character because you claim she posted comments on social media claiming you and your family are deadbeats. Now, Ms. Jackson, you say Ms. McBirth has been poisoning her son by convincing him he's not the biological father of your child. You claim the timing does add up and today's paternity test will prove you right. So, Ms. McBirth, why do you believe your son's not the father?
This woman is trouble. She is trouble with a capital T. She, as a matter of fact, I call her the 3 T's. Trash, trouble, and trifling. That's what she is. The little boy looks nothing like my son or any member of my family at all. Can I show it? Can I?
Absolutely, ma'am. What did you bring? Piece of evidence. Jerome, may I see that, please? This is a photo of your son and the child in question?
Right.
And you say the child looks nothing like your son?
That baby white as snow. There's no way that could be my grandchild or my son's baby. He has no features like none of us. Nobody in my family looked like that.
And just by looking at this child, you've determined and said to yourself, I do not believe that's my grandchild.
That can't happen. There's no way. There's no way.
So, Ms. Jackson, obviously you have a different opinion.
Yes, ma'am.
So why do you think she's in so much doubt over your child?
I have no idea, to be honest. Like, maybe because he is so white?
Because he all the white. He ain't got no black in him. Everything I see got powder puff on it. I don't see no chocolate nowhere, okay?
No, ma'am.
Whatever.
Let me understand this relationship. So how long have you been in a relationship with Mr. Hughes?
For maybe about 15, 18 months.
Okay, so a little over a year. Were you in a committed relationship?
I thought we was.
You did, okay. And was he the only person you were intimate with during that time?
Yes, ma'am.
Now she knows she lying.
Can I say something?
She lying.
Yes, ma'am.
This DNA right here has been in our life. She's never was a girlfriend. You are a vampire. You are just a fly-by-night. We didn't know anything about you. He's been in a relationship for 10 years. So,
Mr. Hughes has.
10 years.
In
He got
10
2
years.
babies
He's been
by
in a relationship
another
for 2
woman.
years,
And
for 10
those
years.
are my grandchildren.
For 10 years. So all she basically was for him was a snack cake on the side of his meal.
Thank
there was
you.
nothing more.
Thank you. A side chick.
And all she has done is she's been trying to put the baby on us.
Force it. Yeah, you have. Don't sit up and
She
act like you
forces
haven't.
it, but the thing about
She
her
trying to push that baby on. That ain't mine.
Here's the-
I didn't sleep with her. That child is not ours.
When you say she's trying to push the baby on you, what do you mean?
She wants me to acknowledge that child is my son's. That's not gonna happen.
No, I think she's more so obsessed.
So, Ms. McBirth, tell me about the first time you met Elijah.
I seen him at the doctor's office where I was taking his real children to the doctor, and it was a newborn, and I walked past them, and I kind of glanced over there, and I seen this little white baby. I knew it wasn't mine, and I ain't had nothing else to say or do about it since then. She need to get that out of her head. That child is not my son's baby, period.
Well, let me first, of course, state the obvious, which I'm hoping you know as well, being African American. You know our children come in all colors, shades.
Elijah
She told
is
me
very
he wasn't.
white.
She told me she didn't know who the father was. She's changed her story up different times about who's the father. At first, when I first met the girl, she said, "Okay." I asked her. I said, "Okay, this is my brother's baby." She said, "Yes." I said, "Do you know or do you think?" She said, "I think." So when we asked while she was pregnant, we asked her for a DNA test.
And what did she say?
She was like, "Oh, okay." She was all for it. At that time frame, she was all for it, the DNA test. All of a sudden, when she had the baby, that was out the question because she come up with this lie talking about, "Oh, well, he can't do it because he's not here." No, that's a lie. You know exactly where he was at, and he had no. If she truly wanted him to take a DNA test, she could have had it done, but she didn't want to. Plus, the baby has her ex-husband's last name.
That's because that's my last name.
And so hold on now, if you don't think the child is his, why would she be trying to change the name?
Well,
We've been trying to change the
No.
name a couple weeks ago. Even we
Couple
talked
weeks ago,
about it.
He's two
When-
in
when
2
my-
years.
my son ain't said
his
no lie
name's
like
not
that.
even on the
Stop
birth
lying.
certificate.
Stop lying.
Okay.
Whose name is on the birth certificate? Do you know?
Nobody's.
Exactly, because it's
Because he went.
It could
He
be
was not
anybody.
there
It
when
could
he
be-
was
it could be
born.
anybody's baby.
Exactly. I could
You-
put
you-
anybody on there, but I didn't.
Honey, you
Exactly.
can't put
Because
another
he's
in
don't
there.
know.
You sure should.
Until he
Go
gets
get the
back,
daddy,
that way he
because
can
it
be
ain't my
on the
son.
birth
It's been 2
certificate.
years.
So I was waiting
it
for
don't take
him.
2
So
years
hold
to add a
on
baby.
now,
And
hold
we
on,
was
let's get
ready
some
to
order.
put
Let's
his
get
name
some
on
order.
it.
I want to understand this. Was he there when you had the baby?
No.
It was another guy, that's why.
There was nobody else there but my mom and my sister.
Your mom is in
Wait a
Germany,
minute.
so you
You
said, when
said
did these
you-
people come?
My mom over here in the States.
So you just got caught in another lie.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell.
I'm sick of all these little hookers trying to say my son is the daddy. I'm
Okay.
sick of it.
You
I
can
get
see-
babies dropped off here, dropped off there. I'm sick
I'm not
of
dropping
it.
it.
But
It
Miss-
stops
What she
today.
does- what
Because
she
that
does-
baby is
here-
not my son.
Here's the thing that she
It
does.
is.
Here's
I'm
the
sorry.
Thing.
That's a lie.
Yes, it is.
No,
That's
it's
a
not.
lie. That's a lie.
First of all, she's a liar because you just had a wild sex party that got shut down by the police station last week.
Hello?
No, ma'am.
Yes,
That
you
is
did.
not
Yes,
true.
you did. Yes, you
There's
did.
some hoes in this
That
house.
is not
There's
true.
some
Yes, it is.
Miss
hoes.
McBird.
Yes, it is.
Miss McBird.
Okay.
let's
Yes,
be
it is. It is
respectful.
true because
I'm about to
why is your
walk out the door.
neighbors complaining about the sex that goes on in your
There was
household?
no sex
Yes.
going on.
How
No.
you know
Read
you're
the
drunk
police
and high?
report.
Okay,
If you
let's
want
get some
to
order.
read the police
Ladies,
report.
Ladies, let's get some order. Miss McBirth, I have to ask you, you're very tough on Miss Jackson. Do you have anything to say about your son's behavior?
My son has, yeah, I know exactly what type of person he is. He just as trifling as she is. He's a handsome guy. He's my son. And I know what he do. But he still, no matter what he do, he's still gonna be my son.
So hold on one second. Just take a look at the monitor. When you look at this picture,
It make me want to throw up.
it seems like your son is kissing the baby. It makes you want to throw
It
up.
makes me want to throw up because
Why?
it's a lie.
For your son to be kissing an innocent child?
Because it's not his.
It doesn't matter, really, if
It's
he's
not
showing
his.
the child
It's
love.
not his.
If your brother is sleeping with her and not using protection, couldn't he possibly be Elijah's father?
You know
No,
what?
not in this case.
Like the
no,
old saying goes,
No.
mama's baby's papa's maybe.
Maybe. That's my point. Mr. Hughes, what is your side of this? Please stand, sir. Step up to the podium. Do you believe you are Elijah's father?
I just gave him the benefit of the doubt because I'm biracial. My father's white, you know. So
That child is not my son's, okay?
man,
She got men's coming and going
got
in and
your
out of her
birth-
house.
my
We
father's
don't
a
know.
brown-haired, blue-eyed dude. So
How you know? He
just
just gonna
blind
say
and
that
blue
because,
eyes.
you know, she gonna freak him after this.
Yeah.
So now wait a minute. You're accusing your
My
brother
brother-
of not having enough sense to testify as to his own experience?
He told us it wasn't his baby. He just told us that it wasn't his baby. So how can
When did he tell you this?
I never
Last
said
night?
that.
Can I show you this?
What
That
is
boy
that,
has
ma'am?
no features. He has no features of nobody in my
Jerome,
family.
pass me Miss McBirth's
There-
evidence.
there's
please.
no features,
One
nothing.
of the questions
They got the
Evidence
same
shows
nose.
what, Miss McBirth? Explain it
That
to
he
me.
has no features of any of us.
he don't look like nobody I know?
Nothing. Nobody.
He don't look like
All,
nobody
all
I
my
know.
grandbabies don't have a bridge on their nose.
looks
That
just like
little boy
Nicole.
got a bridge. My grandchildren all look alike. Every last one
all
of them.
his kids, all his
So
kids look
wait,
like.
we're looking at the bridge of the nose,
Right.
and you're saying none of those match.
None of those
He has
match.
all of
He
his
doesn't
children
look
alike.
nothing like my son.
All of his
Not a
kids,
thing.
they look alike. His youngest two, his youngest daughter and his son, the people think that they're twins because they look identical.
Okay.
I heard her, it was about a month ago, I was coming home from work and I heard her tell another guy who was out in the parking lot, she told him, she said, Cash, come on with daddy. Come with daddy. She called,
I've heard him call other dudes daddy though.
Let me explain
I've heard him.
that.
I've heard him say that.
Go ahead,
will.
Trash. Tell
When
the
he
truth.
sees-
Tell the truth.
She makes it hard on herself basically because she throws a
Exactly.
lot of doubts in the situation.
So hold on. Were you having your son Elijah call someone else daddy?
No, ma'am. It's when he
she just
sees
said she
somebody
did?
light-skinned, when my son sees somebody, because he's not, I mean, he's around, but he's not there every day and all day, you know. So when my son sees like a tall, light-skinned guy with a hat on, he's like, Daddy, and I'm like,
No,
that's your
that
daddy.
man was black.
no,
That man was
no.
black as my mom. You're a liar.
You
called-
were, wait. So were you telling him to call someone else daddy, or you were?
He knows when he sees him, he knows, oh, Daddy. He knows
No,
that's his daddy.
That's not what you said. What you said, Elijah, come on, let's go with Daddy. Is your
No.
exact words.
I
And
would
you
never
named
do that.
Mr.
That's
Hughes,
my
Mr. Hughes, have you ever heard Elijah call somebody
Yes, ma'am.
else
A
daddy?
few times.
Wow.
You have?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
She was with, just like the last guy she was with, I heard him call him daddy. He's nowhere near my complexion. You know, he don't wear hats either. He looks
Woo!
nerdy for real.
Tell the truth, son.
But,
Tell the truth.
She throws a lot of doubts in the situation, you know what I'm saying? And I knew she was with another biracial dude before she was with me.
Like
So-
3 months before, and I was 5 weeks pregnant when we found out I was
Yeah,
pregnant.
you get around, don't you? Do you know how many times a girl has said, this is my son's child, this one? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sick of it.
First of all, she's
I'm tired
talking
of
about
keeping
previous
all
people.
these babies.
He got
Okay,
I'm big on this
hold
man.
on.
Take care of
Hold on. Stop talking, because finally Miss McBirth is speaking the real truth of what she's really frustrated about.
I've been through hell. Every time I look around, it's a baby here, it's a baby there. And I'm the one stuck helping, gotta feed them, take care of the clothes, and keep them while the mom and daddy either go to work or run the street. I'm sick of it. I'm done.
So do you understand what your mother is saying, Mr. Hughes?
Yes, ma'am.
Because her level of frustration and anger and resentment that has allowed her and your sister to come into this courtroom and really speak terribly about an innocent child. I'm glad I'm in this chair, because I get to see the big picture. The big picture of this is she's not sick of the baby, she's sick of you. Because you running around here. You running around here, you having babies. She just said it.
I don't know
And
what
at
they
the
talking
end
about,
of
though.
the day, it falls on her. The weight falls on her. The responsibility falls on her.
I don't sleep around like that.
Well, I don't know how many kids you got. I don't know, but she just said to me she's got a lot of, you got kids and she's just tired. Do you understand what your mother is saying, Mr. Hughes?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm gonna go to these results in just a moment, but I need to understand. Ms. McBirth, you say Ms. Jackson defamed you.
Yeah, she did. She going around town.
That's your lawsuit, $1,000.
Right.
She defamed you. Please explain to this court
She
how
going around telling everybody, well, we're deadbeats. We don't do nothing for the baby. How am I supposed to do something for a child that I don't know is mine?
But
other
what
girls.
proof did you bring to court that
What
these
proof?
statements occurred? What proof?
If I had my phone, I'd pull up the Facebook where she posted on Facebook.
That's what we need.
Screenshot it. Yeah, I want
We
to see
need
that.
proof
You
that
did.
she
You
defamed
I never
you.
said anything disrespectful about you guys, and I never will, because I have
First of all,
more
you on
respect
a- you on a
than that
5, I need you
for
on a
you
3.
guys as his,
You on a 5,
as
take
his
it from-
parents.
Lower your tone.
Me, his
Let's get
girlfriend.
some control, ladies. This is just going way off the deep end, and it doesn't serve Elijah at all. I don't have proof of the false statements, and I don't have proof of any injury that was caused. And for that reason, I have to dismiss your claim.
That's fine.
Now, I'm ready for the results. Jerome, let's get to the results.
Come on.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics. They read as follows. In the case of McBirth, Terrell v. Jackson, pertaining to 2-year-old Elijah Jackson. Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings. Pertaining to 2-year-old Elijah Jackson, and whether Mr. Hughes is the father. Mr. Hughes, you are Elijah's father.
You a lying trick. What did you do? What did you do?
Hey, calm
She
down.
probably
You ain't get rid of Satan,
You
save our lives.
trash. I'm through. I know that's a damn lie. I know that's a damn lie. I'm sick of that. Somebody fix it.
We're gonna get something. We're gonna get something right now.
Somebody fix it.
Bring the baby.
It's Mr. Hughes' son. And everything you're saying right now, believe me, and I say this earnestly, you will regret one day.
I hope I do.
No.
I hope I do.
You will.
Because
You
you can't
will.
get something you've never had.
You will.
You can't
You
get
will.
something you've never had.
It's not becoming and it's not necessary.
You're right.
The baby didn't
You don't
walk
know the-
into this world on his
You're right.
own, talking about people's bridge, no bridge, hair, no hair. Irrelevant evidence when the truth is right here in this lab report.
That's
I
not.
still don't believe it.
That's not the case.
Listen.
The case is, here's the case. We're tired
Listen,
of people coming to us.
ultimately, I don't even have to argue anymore because the DNA has spoken for
I
us
hope
all.
CPS get called.
So listen, Mr. Hughes, you have a beautiful, beautiful son.
Thank you.
Miss Jackson, I don't know where you two go from here, but one thing I do know. Let me tell you something as a mother. Anybody in this world that wants to clap at the thought of not being in my baby's life, don't ever have to see it.
Amen.
Thank you.
Do you understand?
Because I don't want
Thank
to.
you. You
I don't
don't
want to.
call
Thank you.
them for anything. And one day, when he asks, why my grandmother don't want to be a part of my life? Why my auntie not want to be a part of my life? You let them try to explain it to him. Court is adjourned.
Thank you.